lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here's Powell on the return.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Here's Madison running on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Cousins again. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
2nd and 9.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're at the front of the ball game now, and they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it and know it.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A little short pass. This is Everett.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the...
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On the handoff, it's Madison. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home